Hello.
Hi, welcome to Kohi Beans.
We're a roundtable anime podcast.
We should probably stop doing this generic intro every episode.
I don't think it's bad. I mean, it's good for people who just watch the newest episode, right?
I guess, but we should just relax, you know? We're an anime podcast. We talk about anime. There's usually 2 people here, but maybe sometimes there'll be more.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. How's it going, Twitch? You can't talk to me, but actually you can if you go in the chat.
Feel free to talk to us.
Yeah, we're doing great. How's your day?
Yeah, we are.
Didn't you just
great.
make some lemon bars or something?
Hi, Queen. Yes. Yes, I did make some lemon bars and some cookies. I've been baking all day. I hope you have been enjoying your day.
Dusting off that Great British Bake Off skills.
When we used to watch it, yeah, so good.
Ready, get set, bake! What was the guy's name? Noah. No? Noel.
Noel was the first guy. Well, when we watched from the
We watched from like season 4.
No, season 8. We went from backwards.
Oh, we went backwards.
Yeah, so he was there.
He was the first one.
Yeah,
and then
we
he
got
got
used to him.
Yeah.
Well, he replaced a different guy originally.
Really?
Yeah, because he was in the later ones, right? He was in season like 6 or 7. I don't remember where we started. 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Yeah, but in the beginning there were the 2 ladies that were the hosts.
The 2 ladies.
Yeah, we didn't watch
Wait, the main host or like the 2 people that are like
the main
announcers,
hosts.
like the Ryan Seacrest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There were these 2 ladies who did it, and then it
Sue and something?
was like Mary.
No, because it's just Mary Sue. You're just trying to say Mary Sue. Mm-hmm. Thanks for loving the podcast.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
Appreciate.
Yeah, having a good time. Hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. Is it morning now? Morning,
night.
morning. It's morning over there. All right. Well, shall we get started?
Sure.
Or a little free talk.
Well, I mean, we're just gonna free talk.
That's true. More free talk.
Yeah, we don't really need to get started if we're just gonna free talk.
That's true. Anything you?
Oh, the GIF works. Sorry.
Oh, wonderful. It wasn't loading that well earlier, but I hope you can see this amazingly cute girl eating steak? French toast?
Steak? No, that's a sweet, for sure.
French toast.
Something.
That's definitely bread. That's all you talk about in this series.
But we'll get to that later.
We'll get to it later.
That's the review we're going to give.
Talk. What are we going to talk about?
Let's talk about a series that you're planning to see in the future.
I'm planning to see? Like to watch or read? Actually, I've been wanting to do this, but more low-key is Fruits Basket. I watched the original as a kid, and I've never watched the new remake. I think it just ended, or if it's still going this season. But it's a really cute shoujo girls one, so I wanted to go back and see like how it is now. Would they change up from the old one? Because I heard the ending to the old one, it wasn't that great because the manga wasn't over yet. Which also my friends got really pissed about the ending in the manga.
Yeah.
But that's fine. So I want to watch that one.
Was it more romance or was it more drama?
It's both. It gets dramatic when you get to know the family. But like on its own, it's just like friends, romance, high school stuff. But yeah.
Sounds like kind of like Claned.
Yeah, it is.
I've never seen it. I've never seen Claned, so.
Well, I haven't seen it either, but it gives me that vibe, you know, like the big eyes girl kind of thing.
Too big.
Yeah, a little too big. I don't know if they changed it up in the remake, but that was one of the first shows I actually got my friend into, and then she got into Bleach and other shows.
What a jump from Claned to Bleach.
No, Fruits Basket to Bleach.
Well, that's
also
not even
a big jump.
That's not a good jump either.
Go from cutesy romance drama to like action.
One of one
of the biggest action series that came out for a while. Yeah, she got she also got into Inuyasha and Sailor Moon as a kid, so those like older types was like all her thing. So that was like how I really got my best friend into anime. Was like, hey, let's watch.
Who's the main character in Fruits Basket?
The girl is Toru, I think. It's been a long time.
There's a lot of Torus out there.
Yeah, it's been a while. Toru, and in the very first episode, her mom. You find out that her mom passed away recently, and she doesn't have a home, and she kind of gets pseudo like taken care of by this really popular local family, and then she gets into the family drama and
she's adopted.
Fantasy. She's not adopted. She's kind of, from what I remember, she just like stays with them. She doesn't have a house. I don't remember if her dad shows up or if she had a dad, but like you really get to meet like her circumstances and see how she tries really hard to be optimistic. And then there's like this whole family drama. She gets into their deepest secret that no one else is supposed to know, but because they kind of feel bad for her, they like try to let it go, and that's where like the drama begins. Okay. I mean, you know the basis.
Doesn't sound too bad. No, I don't know anything about Fruits Basket. You'll have to like enlighten me. Like
maybe we should watch it and do a review for it sometime.
Oh yeah, it can be the next one.
I think I left out a really important thing, but I don't want to say it.
Okay, don't tell me then.
Okay.
What's a setting at least? Is it like country or is it like city? Like a real place? Suburban? Like
there's like you find her living. Originally, she lived in a tent for that year, and there's a landslide, so her tent got ruined, and she finds out she's been living in their backyard.
What?
And that's how they find her. They're like, "Aren't you my classmate? Why are you in our backyard?" And she's like, "Sorry, my tent broke." And they're like, "Why are you living in a tent?" And that's kind of how it like.
What a quirky start! It sounds like a family like sitcom.
Yeah, it's kind of like that half the time.
Side note, I started watching Violet Evergarden after y'all talked about it on another episode. I'm only on episode 3, but it's like super beautiful.
Oh god, it's so beautiful. And just thinking about it, I kind of want to like tear up.
Hell yeah.
It's so good. I'm so excited for the movie. But I don't know if we'll get it in the US. If you can watch it in Japan, please tell us how good it is. It broke some movie records actually.
For animated movies?
Yeah, like 3 weeks running, it's made like $11 billion in Japan or something like that. It's really good.
Well, I'm sure I'm sure it's a good movie, but I'm also sure it's wrapped up in the KyoAni fires.
I think it's really
supporting the KyoAni fires after
I think it's really tragedy. Relatable to it because it's about like her story is about like someone who, you know, like helping people move on after the war. After a tragedy, and that's like a really big thing for them after the fires.
That's crazy. That's crazy how relevant it can become.
It's kind of sad it became relevant because they were in the middle of making it, right? Or was it afterwards?
Well, it was just over a year ago, so I would guess they must have at least started it.
No, I think they finished the main series and they were working on the movies because there's that side movie and then there's the newest movie. And like it happened in the middle, like, around there, right? Because they lost some files, I think, in the fire, so they had to like go back and do that. But yeah,
I think it's on Japan Netflix, or I've seen it scrolling through.
Oh,
that'd be sick if it was.
But it wouldn't be subbed, huh?
VPN.
Yeah.
Don't forget our sponsors.
That's what I was thinking. Segue to our sponsor.
ExpressVPN. Oh, take over your internet security and also watch whatever Netflix you want.
No, we can't finish it because we don't get paid for it yet.
Oh, yeah.
One day we will.
Or use any other VPN. We'll just use the same advertising voice.
But it won't have English subs. Gotta get my Japanese better to improve before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I'll just watch it and cry because you know it's not.
Just
good.
Watch it for the visuals.
Yeah, I mean that's what I wanted to do for the Heaven's Feel movie, you know. But then coronavirus hit, and like literally 2 days before I bought the tickets, I was like, "Yeah, let's buy the tickets," and they're like, "Movie theaters will now be closed." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
You want to watch Violet Evergarden in the theaters? Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus!
Yeah. I know. I wouldn't mind streaming it just so I can watch it at home in my pajamas, right? Just chill, eat some popcorn. Not overpriced popcorn. Yeah, cry at home with my box of tissues.
I like going to the movies.
I mean, yeah, I do, but it's sometimes kind of expensive and I get lazy.
I know there's a lot of reasons to not go to the movies, but...
Well, now, yeah.
I don't know. It's an experience. I've been going to the movie theaters like all my life. Because growing up, we were near a military base, so we got free movies.
Dang.
Yeah, you just had to wait a month.
Oh.
Because they don't show the immediate premiere. They show it like a month later. But it's free.
If you're like a military family?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not everyone.
No, you can bring anyone.
Dang.
To the movies with you. I brought my friends, like my neighborhood friends.
Wow.
And I would get them into the base, and then we would all just watch the movie for free.
That's pretty nice.
I know.
Tickets are so expensive. I mean, to rent a whole movie theater, I guess the food is kind of overpriced.
From the time I was like 5 to like when I was like 18, and I couldn't like go there by myself anymore because I was like an adult.
Yeah.
The same guy had worked there. I can see his face like if I close my eyes. Mm-hmm. Just because how ingrained it is this guy is the movie guy.
Recognize people? You just be like, yeah, I've been here for years.
He's kind of jaded.
Oh.
You know, it's kind of like he's kind of got that glaze over his eyes. Like, I've seen it all.
I've sat here for too long.
Yeah. It's like movie premiere night. He has an eye patch. He's like taking a long drag out of his cigarette. Like, another one.
Just because he watches the movies in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, Inuyasha. Oh, wait. The first episode came out?
We should read the comment. I don't know if y'all are big on Inuyasha fans, but the first episode to the sequel just came out. I saw it last night.
100.
100? You can't say 100.
100%.
You gotta say 100.
100?
Hana, yeah.
Okay, sure.
We're a cool podcast, okay?
Oh, please stop.
We're super cool. We're gonna say Hana.
I used to watch it as a kid to like halfway maybe, and then like I never got to see it like in its whole like total. What do you say? Totality. Like I only saw bits and pieces of it. I tried reading the manga, but I never got into it growing up, so I kind of want to get back to it because the sequel is pretty big, apparently.
Is this like the person's like only other manga?
I have no idea.
After Inuyasha, or like
I don't know. I guess it's so big that maybe they could have just lived off that for a while. Maybe they're trying to make the sequel like really nice. But...
Should we check out the trailer?
Oh yeah, why not?
What's it called?
I don't know. Inuyasha sequel.
Inuyasha sequel.
It's about the kids from kind of Fire Emblem, you know?
Yashahime. Okay, let's see.
Like I saw a GIF, I thought it was just like a trailer. Yeah,
well, here's the full subbed episode. I just kind of wanted the announcement trailer. Here we go. Yeah.
Skip episode
Dang.
1.
Wow, it's already on YouTube. Oh, Yashihime. Okay.
It
So
was
let's
Japanese and no English
open.
subtitles, but she was
Wait,
lit.
let's full screen first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's close all my other tabs. No secrets. All right. So we're probably gonna have to kill the audio for this because we'll get a copyright strike, and also, I'm gonna mess with it a little bit so it's not caught by the copyright people.
Ooh, how do you do that?
I'm gonna put our heads over.
Sorry, guys, but
yeah.
I'm sure you can find
Apologies,
this yourself too.
But I'm just gonna put this over the browser. That way, it doesn't look like. That way, YouTube's like, "What the fuck is this?" Here, we'll put it like. Here we go. Okay.
I really gotta change it so like our icons move and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's see them try to take this video down. Also, we're gonna talk as we listen to it so that the audio doesn't get screwed. Let's see it.
All right. Let's see it though.
Well.
Oh, one of those. She was from the original. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
She is.
Oh, she's from they're from the originals.
Oh, these are like the actual Kagome. Was that Kagome?
Yeah, that was.
Okay. Oh, that's his brother.
The one that like everyone really liked and simped for.
I was down.
He looks cooler.
Who's that? Is that like?
Are
these like his siblings? Because I mean, why wouldn't they be?
I guess
I was torn from my twin sister Setsuna.
I mean, her hair's white, so.
Cute. She's cute. I like her. You know, this has a taste of like old school. This is like.
Yeah, it is old school.
Yeah, I can see it. Benny Yasha. Is everybody Yasha in this?
I mean, they're probably just named after him, right?
A new wind blows into the feudal era. Ooh. Barefoot
Wait,
waifu.
was he not already half demon?
Was that Eureka Sensei? Okay. I can't really gauge what the story's about.
I guess that's good for a trailer, though, because, like, you don't want to spoil everything in the trailer.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back a little bit. Like, this is set in feudal era. All of it? It's all, like, knights and... Or it's all, like, samurai and stuff?
Wait, but it shouldn't be, because they're in modern day.
Yeah, it kind of looked like modern day, no? Right here. Yeah. Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, because Kagome herself was, like, a normal high school student. I mean, that could be... Because that could be, like, well, you know, a little older, but... It's, like, not that old. It's got to be in, like, at least the 1900s.
Okay.
Like, no later than that.
I don't really know what the distinction is. Okay, so they just, like, included all the characters. Why do they have it, like, subbed up here, like, all the characters?
No, that's a character name.
Yeah, I know it's a character name, so, like, why?
What? That's kind of normal.
Is it? To, like, be like, this is...
Well, some shows do that when they introduce
Towa
a character.
Higurashi. Okay, well, I'll believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Sesshomaru. We have no choice but to stan.
You're right, though.
I mean, I don't even know Inuyasha, but I know who that is.
I know people stan him.
I know who that is, and I know what they mean to people.
It's like Itachi, when, like, you have, like, the cooler older brother, and everyone's like, oh, he's so cool.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. It just feels like they're that kind of archetype of, like, mysterious older brother character.
Mysterious older brother. Yeah, there's a lot of mysterious older brothers out there.
Also, they have to be stronger.
Older brothers in general are quite mysterious creatures.
You mean like Bleach and Ichigo?
Does he have an older brother?
He's the older brother.
He's the older brother?
Yeah, he has two sisters. They occasionally mention them, or, like, the movies about his sister getting kidnapped and stuff like that.
No idea.
They don't have abilities like him, so yeah, that's why.
Nope. I had no idea. I was thinking more like Itachi. I was thinking...
Like Ichigo has an older sibling? That'd be funny.
I don't know anything about Bleach, so
That's
I can't
true.
really say anything.
One day.
Yeah.
We'll go for all, like, 500 episodes. Nah, maybe not.
How long is Inuyasha anyway?
I don't think it's that long.
Couple hundred episodes, maybe?
Maybe?
Inuyasha, let's see. I should up my knowledge about Inuyasha.
Oh, in the episode, when they introduced the characters, they had a stylized kanji title come up on the screen. So that's probs why the random names above also.
Oh, okay.
See,
that makes more sense.
They do
that makes
that
way
in
more
a lot
sense.
of anime and shows.
Okay,
right?
I had no idea that was like how they were being introed.
There's my favorite show does that a lot. So they also include, like, the age, so you know, like, general info of them. It's nice, so you never forget who the characters are.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
sometimes their age changes, so you know in the series, like, their birthday passed. It's kind of neat. It keeps it in the world.
Hell, I've seen Blood Type.
Oh god, that's
I've seen Blood Type on those like little intros.
I see. Let's see, Inuyasha.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Anime is
167 episodes.
106. That's
Wait,
sizable.
No, that one says 26.
This is just the original run, I think. Where did you see 100?
Right here.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, the first.
Wait, that's just the first one.
That's the first adaptation.
167 episodes. Then the next one was a 26 episode adaptation of some other area.
In 2009.
And then now we have the sequel.
Okay, so there's 2000, 2009, and the new sequel. So it's like every 9-10 years they gotta update or something for it. Huh. But I remember the news about it when it came out on, like, Facebook and stuff. Everyone was, like, freaking out about the new characters and what it means in the future. They're like, which characters got together? It's like when Avatar Korra came out. It's like, what happened? You know, speculation. Who did Sokka get together with? Oh, hey. Hi, Dalen. You can say hi, too.
Hello.
Oh, wait.
Thanks for tuning in.
What kind of emoji is that though?
It's
Like a
just
Jason?
like a robot face.
Is it? Oh, okay. I kind of thought it was like a Jason mask. I mean,
What?
Because it's white, you know? Isn't that what it looks like?
It's a hockey mask. Jason's a hockky mask.
Is that not what a hockey mask looks like?
No.
Oh, I'm wrong. Sorry. We are actually we're doing free talk right now. We're talking about Inuyasha, which is kind of like a older childhood show for a lot of people.
I must have missed out. That must be like a millennial anime.
You're the same age. God damn it.
No, the millennials are born up until 1996.
No, it's so random.
No.
Just because you're picking the first one on
That
Google
is-
search.
That's on Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
On Wikipedia, it says that the you are a millennial if you're born before 1997. So 1996, you're a millennial. I'm not.
Oh, they agree with me. They're a baby.
I forgot Josh is a baby. I'm a baby.
A baby. That's another great. Is that Guy Fieri?
No.
No, but like his face, but plus like Lady Gaga hair.
That's,
BC Warrior. I don't know what that is.
That's
but
very
great.
insulting.
What? Insulting to who? Guy Fieri or not?
Inuyasha was my like first anime I got into. I know it was for sure on Toonami.
Yeah, Saturday morning was when it usually came out.
Or
when I
no,
saw
not
it.
Toonami. Was it Adult Swim? Might have been the first show on Adult Swim.
I honestly like
on
can't tell the
Saturdays.
difference.
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
I couldn't watch it because
Inuyasha, Sailor Moon, and
Okay.
Rurouni Kenshin, some other ones. Dragon Ball.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah.
Kuwabara.
What?
Nothing.
Mhm. Yes, I agree. I was too young to realize Sailor Moon was anime when I was a youth. Yeah, all my friends were like, "Oh, I love Sailor Moon. It's such a good American cartoon." And I'm like, "Yeah, me too." And then later,
What?
I'm like, "Oh, Sailor Moon and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh are anime?" Yeah, it took a while.
What if Sailor Moon was made in US?
Oh man, I don't know. What do they call her? Well, her charity is called Serena in the English.
Power Rangers Go!
Power Rangers
Exclamation point.
Girls Edition.
Yeah.
But like there are Power Rangers.
Adult Swim, that was my shit. Yeah, I knew Inuyasha was on Adult Swim. I think on Saturdays at 10 p.m., but my parents would round me up before that could come out. They'd be like, "Oh, 9:30, get your ass to bed."
Oh, at night? I thought
Yeah.
in
What the hell?
morning.
Inuyasha in the morning?
Yeah, I used to wake up. I think it was Saturday. I remember, like as a kindergarten student, I'd wake up and watch. I'd wake up and watch anime in the morning.
In kindergarten, you would wake up and watch Inuyasha.
I think it's because I was like an afternoon kindergarten kid, so my mom would have to wake up and send my brother to school, and I got to go in the afternoon. So I got to watch TV in the mornings.
What?
But like I barely remember that. Like Dragon Ball, and I was like, wow, there's something called Dragon Ball. My brother's like, I want to watch it.
Wow.
I don't know. That's what I remember.
That I have no. I've never seen anime come out in the morning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's top notch.
I don't remember shit from kindergarten. Yeah, me either.
I remember tying my shoes for the first time in kindergarten, and also realizing that the moon is always there no matter which position you're in. I learned a lot, right?
Damn.
I remember like spelling my new classmate Dimitri's name because he was Russian, and the teacher specifically explained how to spell his name.
I have like one memory from kindergarten.
Wow, dang.
One.
What is it?
When my teachers were like tired of like dealing with us, they would play this. They would just be like, "Okay, everyone sit down, and here's a teddy bear, and this person gets to sit on the chair, and then they get to pick somebody to give the teddy bear, and then that person gets to sit on the chair, and then
What?
we would all sit on the floor like, pick me to our classmates, and then they would just pass around this bear.
Wow. And
Yeah.
then you get to switch chairs.
Yeah, and then the teacher would just be doing fuck all. Like,
Such a good idea, though.
but we were all down. We were all like, "Oh my god, I want to be on that
Teddy
chair.
bear.
I want to be on the chair."
Dang.
Yeah, and then the assholes in class would like be like, who will I give this bear to? And just like, Not even like
I bet the
give it
teacher
around.
thought that too. They're like, what a jerk. And then keep doing that.
They weren't even in the room
What?
sometimes. Yeah, they would just do whatever they
Wow,
wanted.
You guys, it's so different. I remember in first grade, if you're good, you get 3 gummy bears, but we were really bad. And I remember my classmates would lick the back of the gummy bear and stick it to their shirt.
Ew.
All of them did that. I don't know why.
Ew.
But it was really good because you get a little piece of paper if you're good, and you can trade that in for gummy bears like once a week. So it's like, do you save it up or do you like use it right away?
So
That was a good teacher.
they taught you capitalism.
They did.
We learned communism. We learned to share.
I don't know. Did you guys
We learned to share the one bear, and you learned to
Well, you always get,
trade goods for or trade
you always
trade
get-
paper for
Yeah.
goods.
You always get one every week, but if you do extra like best,
Oh, so you
can
had
save it.
you had a social safety net.
Yes.
You had a universal basic income of
Mhm.
gummy bears.
Although in fifth grade we had capitalism. My teacher made Mrs. Piper. Piper. I don't remember. She made paper peso. That's what it was.
Miss Piper made paper pesos. Miss Piper made paper pesos.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, these like
I've never heard that
we
tongue
designed-
twister. Can you? I can't
we
say that 5
designed little
times fast.
money, like bucks, and then we could trade each other for items, and we got like a bonus. What did we get? Bonus something. I don't know. Elementary school, you know. Communism, yeah.
See, yeah, that's
Please remember to go vote in your local areas if you can.
for communism.
Mm-hmm. Or, you know, socialism. About the same, but not really. All right, well, what are we talking about?
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Do you remember when we had to start taking standardized tests in like elementary school? They would give us lemon drops to eat.
Yes, lemon drops or like sour candy. It's because they said,
It helps you concentrate.
yeah, or like stay more awake so you would do better on your overall score.
Yeah.
They stopped doing that once you got to like middle school or like high school.
Yeah.
That sucked. The best part was everyone getting candy because all the schools wanted you to do better so they get paid more and stuff like that.
Yeah. But for us, it was just like, oh, sick, free candy.
Yeah.
And then you would get the yellow ones, like you'd get for standard, and you'd be like, okay. But then sometimes they'd run out and give you grape, and you'd be like, hell yeah, purple.
What? I'd take the yellow. The purple one sucks.
Oh hell no! The grape one is way better than the lemon drop.
What? Grape drop?
They would give you like the little lemon, right? They would like take out boxes and like drop a couple lemon drops into your hand. But then like by the
what? No, they were individually
like-
wrapped, so you can eat it whenever you want.
Oh,
That's how I
I'm
got
sorry, Miss
mine.
Bougie. No, they opened up boxes and gave us individual, and they were just like, just put it in a little paper cup on your desk.
They did that for Red Vines. When I had movies, the teachers would pull out this
That's
giant
later though.
Costco
It's
Red
not
Vine.
as a kid.
No, they totally did that as a kid.
Okay, but back to the grape drops. They were
Whatever.
when they ran out of lemon drops, they would be like, okay, sorry, I know these aren't as effective for like keeping you awake, but here's the grape ones.
They're all sugar though. Why don't you just like pass out? I guess. Well, as a kid, you're like sugar, and you go for it.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Really basic standardized testing.
Can you imagine you get into elementary school and then you don't see it again, and then like during a midterm in college, they're like, all right, everyone get your lemon drops down here.
What?
Just imagine.
I would love it. If
A college class is like, okay, here's your lemon drops for your midterm. You'd
I'd
be like,
love it.
something in your brain like activates and you're like,
Mm-hmm. You do super well on that one.
yeah, you do super well.
I would love it. I
You
mean, I
ace
did
it.
have a professor who gave us donuts, like all 60 of us.
In my creative writing class, every week someone would be responsible for buying the snacks for everyone.
Oh, that happened in one of my other classes too, but it was pretty fun, you know, and it's kind of cool if people get different kinds of snacks. I think it was a decal.
I did my class dirty. I got really cheap shit
Damn.
for my turn. I was like,
That kinda
fuck y'all.
sucks. Oh,
I was
damn.
like, fuck y'all.
I mean, I guess.
I'm
but-
trying to survive here. I work. All right.
I mean, I work too.
These are my snacks. These aren't my parents' snacks.
All right. Jeez, chillax, man.
No, I have beef.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta clear the air about this creative writing class.
But there was a class I took where you got free food every week, so
Nice.
and we voted on it too, like burritos or pizza or whatever. It's pretty good, and it was free too. and 1 unit.
All right. We're getting off track.
All right.
All right. Well, let's bring it to our main topic for today.
All right. Our main topic for today. Actually, we're starting our series Saturday. Jazz hands.
All right. So every Saturday, instead of a specific topic about anime, we're gonna pick a series about an anime series
Or manga.
to discuss. Maybe we'll give it a rating at the end.
Ooh, like
Out of 10.
Out of 10. All right.
We'll give it out of 10. We'll give it some pros, some cons.
There might be some spoilers.
But yeah, hopefully we don't pick anything that's too mainstream.
I mean, we always could. We kind of already roasted a bunch of stuff like SAO.
We did. But
a lot.
earlier we talked about that GIF that's in the corner of the screen right there. Today's special. That is from the show we're talking about. That's from ACCA-13.
Right. So let me give a brief summary if you don't know the show. So actually the full title is ACCA-13 Territory Inspection Department. It's
the complete series Blu-ray DVD combo.
No, this is from Funimation. So the summary is, you want to read it?
So for nearly a century, Doha Kingdom has known only peace thanks to the independent organization known as ACCA. But the king grows older with no named heir. Rumors of a coup are spreading from the top brass down to the notorious Gene Otis. Tasked with auditing all 13 states, he soon finds himself the target of his higher-ups while a mysterious person keeps tabs on his every move.
You've skipped a word.
Where?
You skipped smoker.
Well, is it that important?
It's important in the
That's a
context
shitty summary anyway.
That's true. It's not the best summary.
Here's a better summary.
Funimation.
Here's a better summary. There's a government agent, and this government is an independent organization that keeps the peace between 13 other smaller kingdoms around them.
Mm-hmm.
But there is the biggest kingdom. The king is like about to die, but he has no heir. So there are rumors that the smaller kingdoms are going to start a coup to gain power over the biggest kingdom of the 13. That's why it's called ACCA-13.
Mm-hmm.
So then it will become possibly ACCA-12.
I guess. Actually,
when one of them takes over the other one.
Sure. I don't know about taking over, but it's kind of like they all have a mutual like consensus of how leadership will work.
Yeah. So the main character is like a fairly high up government official, and he has to go to each of the countries and kingdoms, and his base job or his like cover job is that he's auditing them because the king's birthday is coming up.
Well,
he has to check for supplies and stuff that they're going to bring to the party.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
His job. Well, I don't know if he's that important, actually. Because in the very beginning, they talk about how their department might get dissolved because there's not enough funding.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, this might be my last job, like for all of us in this tiny department of like 10 people. But his job is to go around the different countries, states, kind of, and just like check on how their different branches are doing there. And they're supposed to check for like checks and balances. Like there's no, what do you call it?
Actually, mainly it's goods.
Goods, right. I guess so. Trading.
Economy.
Yeah. No laundering.
His job isn't really that important. What's important
just
is
make sure things are running smooth.
What's important is that there's a coup there's
rumors
of a coup going around. So on the low, he's kind of learning about like who's going to try to overtake the kingdom,
or like what are the kind of the opinions of the different groups and people that he meets. For how political it sounds, I personally think it's kind of low key. Like it's not a lot that they throw at you. It's very like easy to understand, and it's not like boring per se.
It's definitely not boring. It's calm. I would say
it's very calm. Like he goes around to like really easy to recognize places. Like there's like, oh, this place is really cold, and we have this stuff here. Oh, that's forest. We grow a lot of like wheat and shit and stuff like that. It's very just like simple to see different areas, and he meets all these different people. And also the department has people who like change places every few years. So like, I don't know, you just go and meet people and they introduce you more about the area. That's the kind of stuff I like, all right? I like world building.
I know, but it just sounds kind of bland when put like that. The government agents rotate every few years.
Right. I'm not good at explaining like how things go.
I think the cool part is each episode is a kind of vignette about each kingdom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you get a little bit of a taste of how this society is built. Because each one is unique. And Gene is the main character.
He's not on here. That's his sister, by the way, in the GIF.
Yeah.
She's really cute.
Yeah, his sister stays in the main kingdom, or like the main city.
No,
and he goes out and does other stuff.
Actually.
They're not in the kingdom. They're in a big city somewhere else.
Yeah. And also, they don't have parents.
Yeah, don't worry about that, though.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah, that's okay. Gina is a well-paid government official.
Actually, I'd say he's not.
He's well-paid enough to have... Oh, well, they own an apartment.
So they work as the apartment managers, for someone else.
Yeah, they own land, so...
they don't really own it,
kind of a big
though.
deal.
Technically, they don't own it. Well...
They basically own it.
Well, one of the reasons why he can... he's well off is because he has connections to so many different people that when he goes on his audits, he can also sell things that like are hard to get.
Yeah, the thing about him like smoking cigarettes all the time is because in this world, smoking cigarettes are really expensive.
They're banned technically because the king was like a smoker and they wanted him to live longer, so they technically banned it, or like it's super expensive, like taxed really high. Yeah, I feel like we kind of went off on like a tangent. Should we show like a trailer?
Sure.
Why did we pick this?
I don't know, because I saw it on the wall, because you have wall art of it.
That's true. I have some fan art of it. It's really cute. I guess a lot of it is about food. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, mostly I like, I think the good points about ACCA-13, it's slick art style. I do like it.
It is nice.
Honestly, I mean, it's not any like technological marvel like other shows. Like we talked about, we talked about Violet Evergarden.
It's definitely not, but it's very smooth.
It's not, it's not like, it doesn't have that like high quality polish, but it's incredibly functional,
consistent,
and consistent.
Yeah, like the design and foundation is very nice. Look at how cute his sister is, as she probably eats French toast because she always asks him, "Bring me back some bread, please." I think Japan just has a thing about bread. Like there's so many bakeries in Japan. Yeah,
and more good points about the show. I think it handles character growth really well. Not character growth, but I like the characters a lot. They seem deeper than other characters in other shows. Not his coworkers. His coworkers are, of course, like really one-dimensional.
We don't really see them.
We see them enough, but they're just like these throwaway characters. But the main characters are really strong, I think.
It has this like calm like undertone while things are still happening, but it's in a kind of not overly dramatic way, you know?
Yeah, the narrative direction is really weird. It's a slow show in terms that there's no like high-paced moments, or there's not like a lot of like rushing forward in the story, but there is still progression each episode. Yeah. You learn like tidbits about what's going on, and then it kind of pulls the rug from under you.
That kind of blends it together towards the end.
Towards the end, it pulls it together. But in the beginning, I was like, what is this show like getting to?
Yeah, it starts a little slow, but it's also like the feeling of things are calm, but yet you know something is going to happen, right?
Yeah,
like there's all these signs that things are probably going to happen, and he's kind of just like, I'm still doing my job, but Gene as himself as a character is very calm guy.
I think
he's an interesting protagonist.
He's inward.
Like what? Like
his reactions and stuff. He doesn't react outwardly. You don't see him like screaming at somebody, but he definitely does have reactions. He keeps it inside and thinks about stuff.
With his superior, that was really funny. like he shows up and he sees her and she's like, hey, and she's wearing a dress and all that. And then when she walks forward, the waiter looks around and he's like on the floor like, oh man, I'm so happy I got on a date with her.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cute. But yeah.
Honestly, he's borderline a boring character.
Kind of. It's kind of like things happen around him and he's just kind of caught up in it.
Yeah, and they definitely like capitalize on that in the show.
Mm-hmm. But
he's supposed to be boring.
Kind of.
Or the way that you like get introduced into this world is through this super blank.
And they do comment that on the first episode too.
They do.
Like he's surprisingly good at his job, kind of.
Yeah, and he's not incredibly opinionated.
Mm-hmm. So it's a fun show. There was also an OVA that came out. It's spoilers, I guess, but there was an OVA that came out more recently that focused on him and his sister, and that was cute. Because she's kind of not really there, I guess.
Yeah, it was about like their family ties, but I mean, don't bother watching it if you haven't watched the actual show.
Yeah, you gotta watch the actual one. It happens like way later.
Yeah, and you did say earlier that the show like feels like it's building on something, but you can't really like get there. Mm-hmm. It is kind of a mystery show if you think about it. There's very weird things going on, like problems with his audits, mm-hmm. and there's like somebody following him that he can't quite put a finger, like who's the person that's like tailing him all the time,
or like why is someone tailing him?
Yeah, or why he's being followed.
I'm not that important.
Yeah, people keep saying, or everybody around him is like watching him and saying he's a very like important person in this, but he's like, I'm just a government worker. Like, what's going on? So part of the joy of the show was figuring it out.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It is fun to see how everything comes together.
Yeah, and we're... do we want to spoil it
I guess point? Not. We haven't been spoiling it, so maybe we shouldn't. Yeah,
well, maybe in the middle here we'll put a big... Well, maybe at some point we'll put a big spoiler, and then we'll talk about what happens.
Yeah, actually. Sure. I guess, like now?
Well, first, what did you like about the show? Because that was what I liked about the show.
Right. No, I really liked I think the animation style and the story. I mean, like I said earlier, the kind of plot is the kind of stuff that I enjoy and like learning about. Like you see this world building, and it's not like fantasy. It's pretty much based in like a reality of how things would work for the most part. And I think that's enjoyable to see, like, what kind of world is it? How, his position, how does he, like, interact and meet all these people? Like, in a way, he's the one guy who ties a lot of people together.
Yeah, it's not an action-driven show by any means.
Nah. Might be, like, a little bit, but it's more like drama, mystery.
It's like a social story. Yeah. It's like really, it's concerned with like society at large. It doesn't really care about like
one guy,
the one guy,
or their mission or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, Gene is just like a convenient guy who happens to know a lot of people and is important mm-hmm. to this society. But what you're looking for is a society. It's kind of like Kino's journey.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, Kino's journey. Like Kino. Wow, is it herself or themselves? They're a bit loose on that. Kino.
This is a little digression, but yeah, Kino's journey is about Kino, who goes around to different places and kind of just interacts. Observes.
She has a rule.
Yeah.
She stays in one place for only 3 days, and in those 3 days, Kino can walk around.
Just kind of see what the place is like.
Typically, they try to solve whatever the mystery is or what's going on with the place. Mm-hmm. And then they always move on. They never stay in one place for longer than 3 days. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's similar to that in that Gene visits different places, tries to resolve the problem of that place or understand that place deeper, and then moves on. And you get to learn a little bit more about how society works or different modes of society. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean. Of the two, I think Kino takes it to a higher level than ACCA-13. Kino is really like, what if there was a town and all the town people could read each other's minds, but then they got so scared that they don't live together anymore because they can hear each other,
They
and there's no
dial
private world.
to like 100.
Yeah,
and
they get into like
Really?
Twilight Zone level.
Yeah, this one's very
ACCA-13's
normal.
like, yeah, ACCA-13 is like, what happens if in a society everybody's a farmer?
Yeah, I mean that's because in some places that's all you can do. Like there's like a kind of Nevada like mining area where like they gamble and they live like.
You mean the Wild West?
Was it the West?
Yeah, it's the Western place.
I kind of just thought of it like Nevada
The
because they
main-
gamble.
The head of that district is like a big gallon cowboy hat wearing,
All right,
like big belt buckle guy.
No, that's a different one. That's
No,
the
it's
forest
the same
one.
guy. No, it's the same
No,
guy.
the one that's in the gambling area. Is like called Spades or whatever, and he has like cards and like there's like gambling area.
That's somehow lamer than the
I know,
guy that
right?
I
It is, but like, yeah, like they're like, yeah, we can't really do much. We can't earn a lot because it's all about resources, and it's really hard for us. But like, that's kind of like our American dream of sorts. And he just like, okay, cool, moves along after a while, but in the end, it all kind of ties back together, I guess.
Yeah. It should also be noted that his like hometown is like kind of France.
Oh yeah, bakeries, bread.
It's just like bakeries and breads and like
Yeah.
very like Parisian city.
Right, and like the place that his superior comes from is like about like Belgium, I guess, chocolates. But yet in that area, women are the more more dominant, like in like political or like economic positions, but only there. But it's interesting, I guess. Right. I don't know what else to touch on. The music is nice.
The music is good, very jazzy.
Very jazzy. It's fun.
They know. Yeah.
It was originally a manga, actually, but I don't know how the manga is. The art style's kind of different, actually. I feel like the anime did a lot better with the art style, but it's very distinctive in its own way. All right, well, should we spoil it now?
Yeah, big spoilers. If you're planning on watching the show, it would literally suck the joy to hear these next few minutes.
Yeah, so let's say like I love spoilers. Thank you.
I love spoilers. Yeah. So the Gene, the guy that is super boring and goes around with doing the audits around the world.
In the end, it turns out that he's actually related to the king, and he's older than the current prince or like grandson. So they reveal to him that he has the like opportunity to be the coup leader, basically, or like the figurehead. They're like, look, you're smart, you know a lot of people, you know all like how our society works. You should go and be king instead of this guy who wants to like disrupt everything.
Yeah, he basically at the end he has a choice whether he's going to be the head of like a revolution or if he's going to maintain the status quo.
Or if he can even maintain the status quo.
Yeah, I mean it's
like he's one guy.
There's clearly dissatisfaction somewhere, but it's basically up to him where he's going to side with.
Right, yeah. And like he didn't know about any of this, so he has to figure out like, him and his sister too. Like what are they gonna do?
Yeah, he had no idea he was tied to the royalty of that kingdom. But then he is.
So it's a lot of stuff to take on for him.
Yeah.
I feel like the ending was all right.
It was a decent ending.
Kind of
a bit cobbled together.
A bit. But like part of the like halfway through, the grandson starts to like think about things more, and you realize like he becomes more like educated or like aware of issues that he wasn't aware of before. And like he mentions himself that like I'm not allowed to leave this castle and like learn more about other places, so I'm lacking in experience.
Yeah, people talk mad trash about the
grandson,
but you find out that he's actually not so bad.
Yeah.
He just seems like a kind of a dick.
Yeah, he started off pretty bad. Like even his retainer, the guy who like his butler is like, Man, you could really just like chillax more.
Yeah, his butler's like, dude, stop being such an ass.
Such an ass, but I'm paid to watch over you.
But I'm paid to
like
watch.
he's literally like, I'm paid to do this. All right, just so you know, I'm paid. Like, yeah. And then he eats more bread. The big motif is like all bread and like birds in the show.
Do you remember what he picks?
What do you mean?
Gene
Picks what?
What does he end up doing?
What he ends up doing is he figures out that someone else is setting him up for this so that they can take control of more of the country. And that person is the main leader of one of the countries. And he finds that out. He does like a demonstration. There's no coup, but there was kind of like a demonstration of it, kind of to assuage rumors, but it didn't actually happen. I think the king's fine. He's like 90 something, but they decide to keep the organization, I guess. Like what happens is the guy who wanted the coup recedes from the country. So it does become ACCA-12 in the next part.
It does become ACCA-12. So
yeah.
Gene finds out which country was up to the coup,
yeah,
up to no good, and they kick him out.
Well, actually, I think
they do.
No, the guy decides to leave. It's not really they kick him out per se. Like they probably would have, but the guy just straight up says
he's effectively kicked out too.
I guess so. Like yeah.
If he didn't drop out there, he would have been kicked out.
He would have been under so much like yeah.
So they secede from the nation that wanted to do the coup, and then everything is fine.
Relatively.
Yeah,
the OVA talks about like a little bit of like the issues or drama with it.
Yeah, like the fallout, the political fallout.
Right. Like, imagine happened. Like your country loses a part of it suddenly after like 100 years.
Yeah, like we cut off Florida.
Yeah.
From the United States.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. Peace rings out.
Like, yeah,
the national IQ
rises. Nah. Sorry, Floridians. But like, if you lost part of it, like, is it okay? Are you worried something's going to happen politically, economically? They kind of touch on it.
The OVA was a little boring.
A little bit. I think it was better.
Bit of a sleeper.
More about his sister.
It wasn't really building towards that aha moment that the main series did.
Yeah, but I think that's just kind of how the series is. It's not really aha. It's like, oh, this happened.
Yeah, but I'm not going to defend it.
That's true.
I think it's a weakness of it.
Huh, that's fair. I don't know how the manga goes. Maybe it like ended a while ago. But it seems like relatively popular enough if it got an extra episode. But yeah, shall we give it a rating?
I give ACCA-13. I give it a 7.5.
That's what I was gonna give it.
Okay, I give it a 7.
All right, 7.5. It's pretty solid. It's not bad. Not super exciting, but I think like it's not dramatic, like action exciting, like One Punch Man or like Naruto. It's a different kind of like interest.
Yeah, not a very fiery show, but kind of it gets the job done. It's pleasant. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's pleasant to watch. It's I'm trying to think of like a live action show that you could say is similar to it.
What about No, no mind.
It's kind of like watching Full House.
Full House?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when you were a kid, there were clearly cartoons on the next channel. Like Nickelodeon was one button away. But sometimes you just wanted to feel comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Or relaxed. You wanted to hear some cringy ass jokes. You wanted to see all your aunts and uncles living together. Aunt Becky, Uncle Joey.
I don't know Full House.
How dare you?
I'm just saying, right? I kind of get it, yeah.
Danny Tanner. Mm-hmm. And it made you... clearly the plot didn't move any more forward anytime, but you got put into like a cozy, enclosed space that just made you feel good.
Oh.
It's like a feel good.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Like don't go into it thinking like Gene is gonna pull off his uniform and there's a fucking like bulletproof vest under it and he has an eye patch or something later on. No.
Yeah, episode 2 he becomes a national spy. Starts breaking shit. Nah.
But yeah,
That'd be nice.
7 out of 10 for these specific reasons. The good that brings it up to 7 is its art style, super slick. It's a cozy show. I do like that. I like the atmosphere of the show. If you're in the mood. If you're in the mood and you don't want to like give an insane amount of focus to the show, then you can just sit down and watch it, and that's nice.
Yeah, I would say the 3-episode what do you call it?
Rule.
The 3-episode rule, yes, is pretty good. We never talked about Nino. But
It's
that's
okay.
okay.
Yeah. Nino's
You'll find out more about him.
We don't really need to talk about Nino. I actually don't think he's a very interesting character anyway.
I kind of really like him. But you'll find out. Let us know if you like him or not when you watch it.
Yeah, Nino's... I think he's a bit tropey.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of plays an important role, but... I don't know. If he's not... I guess you could say if he wasn't there...
He's important, but like that doesn't mean you have to like him as a character.
That's true.
I think he's pretty one-dimensional, actually.
Oh, okay.
Once you get past the reveal, it's still
twist?
boring. Like,
I guess so.
Yeah. So good for art style. It has a nice cozy atmosphere, and I like all of the food in the show.
We talk about food so much.
They eat
it's
so
great.
much delicious looking food.
That's
true. It's basically like watching a cooking show sometimes.
Yeah.
They like eating sweets and like bread.
They bring
like,
like all these food souvenirs. There's one place that grows like humongous food, and I'm just like, man, I want to eat that.
yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
There's one of the countries is like really good at farming that they grow gigantic food, and then
No, all the people there are really tall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're all really tall. We eat a lot of food, so this works out for us. But yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah. Some of the cons are a bit slow. There are times where like I might have fallen asleep.
You totally didn't, but okay.
Yeah. It's a bit slow, and I don't know. In terms of like, if I could say if it was like a good story or not, it's somewhere in the middle. It's not a great story, and it's not a bad story.
Yeah,
it's a story.
It's not like a character-driven story. It's just kind of like we're seeing how this like plays out.
It's like a social novel. It's like you're reading like a Russian novel,
except like a lot more interesting than reading like a textbook novel.
Oh, that's up to
the reader, but I think it's more interesting to watch it play out like this.
Yeah.
With good music.
It's like reading. It's like reading Les Mis.
What? Yeah, but like 100 times shorter.
Yeah, it's shorter, but it's just like Les Mis. It's like trying to like.
This is only 12 episodes long. It's pretty short.
Yeah, it's a short one.
It goes quickly.
Short one goes quick. You could probably knock it out in an afternoon.
All right. Yeah. So,
okay. How
please
about
watch it.
What about your ratings and why?
Sames. I was agreeing with you. Was I not?
Well, I mean, I gave my reasons, like why I lowered the score a little bit and increased the score.
Yeah, I guess like 7.5. The music, the art style, and I think some of the story pulls it together. But it does have that issue of like the story comes together in the last 2-3 episodes. That's kind of like pushing it a little.
Yeah, the story is super end heavy.
But I kind of like that because like you're supposed to get this feeling of like something's not quite right, like something's going on, and then you get it towards the end. Like if it gets it in the middle, it's too long for it to like unfold as well.
Yeah. But if I didn't have the motivation of watching something with you, I maybe wouldn't have finished it.
Yeah, but when we started watching it, I was like, oh, we don't have to watch it anymore. And you're like, no, I want to know what happens next.
That's true.
Like episode 4 or 5, you're like, let's keep watching it. So, I think you just have to start. It's kind of a sleeper hit. Like, I feel like,
it's definitely not popular.
It's not popular, but yet, I think for people who have seen it, it does well. I got an OVA. I have fan art of it, which means, like, enough people like it enough for them to make that. Yeah. It does all right.
Yeah, it does okay.
Yeah, so if you watch it, or if you have, let us know.
So, yeah, okay out of 10.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, should we talk about what we're going to do next week? Also, if you ever have any questions or comments, you can just say anything too. But,
yeah, you don't have to listen to us drone on.
Yeah. But for Tuesday, we're going to start our Topic Tuesdays. Yay!
Topic Tuesday. Yeah.
So that we don't like go by series. We'll pick a topic. Like before we talked about rivals, minor characters. What else did we talk about? Tropes in anime?
Side characters.
Yeah. All right, you want to pick something?
I picked the last one.
You did?
It's your turn to pick.
All right, I'll pick. Let's see. Something pretty normal, I guess?
Whatever.
I still laugh at our Yu-Gi-Oh! Hairstyles tier list.
We could do that. I mean, we can make a Yu-Gi-Oh! Hairstyles tier list if you want.
Yeah, should we just talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Next week?
Again?
Or is that like a series?
No, let's do it.
We kind of did talk about it recently, huh?
How about, like...
Anime hairstyle.
Anime hairstyles tier list.
Really?
We'll actually make a tier list for the next one.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, I want to make a tier list.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Hairstyles.
I mean, look, have you seen the newest one? Oh, terrible.
Which one is that? Zexal? Or
no,
like even after
Zexal's
that?
After that. It's like 7s now, whatever that means. I guess that makes sense because 5D was the 5th series. Wait, no, it wasn't. 5D was the 4th series.
No, 5D was the 5th series.
What? Wait, what came before that? No, GX was before that.
GX was 4.
GX was 2.
Well, are you counting Dungeon Dice Monsters?
And that's part of the main series.
Is that main series?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or was it like a filler? Kind of was.
I don't know.
We'll add his hairstyle to the list.
Sure.
All right. Next week we're going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! And their hairstyles. I'll preface it with Jane and Yuki has the best hairstyle out of all of them.
Why don't we just broaden it to like...
Yu-Gi-Oh!
You want to do specifically Yu-Gi-Oh?
Maybe not. I don't know enough about Yu-Gi-Oh.
We wouldn't... There's only like 6 hairstyles that are ridiculous.
We can talk about... No,
you mean like
other
also
characters.
other characters? Okay.
I mean, we don't have to.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Hairstyles tier list.
I mean, why don't we just make the tier list part of it and then talk a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh? Or that's more of like a series.
Too late.
All right, tier list. We'll talk about
That'll be the main meat and potatoes is when we're deciding on what the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Hairstyle is.
Yeah, we could just talk about anime hairstyles too in general. Oh, he's disappointed at me. We'll clear it up a little bit. Hairstyles, art styles.
Just pick whatever.
I mean, you can help out and pick 2.
Damn.
I'm excited. Thank you.
No, we're just gonna do Yu-Gi-Oh! Hairstyles.
All right. You'll see our tier list. We'll have fun talking about them, roasting each other.
You should rate their hairstyles. We will. We'll give it S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier.
Also tell me which one people can do in real life. Let's try it.
IRL.
Yeah.
Tristan.
No, you can't.
What? Yeah, you can.
Can you get it that pointy?
Just get an undercut. Yeah. And then just get like the hardest hair gel you can and just point that
bitch.
Point that bitch up.
Maybe Joey Wheeler's hair.
You hit my eye. Tristan,
Damn, bro. All right, yeah. So we'll do that next week. So, and their end, just a reminder, we have our social media. We got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, and you can check all of our links in the link tree in our description. And if you ever have any questions or comments, like I'm posting on the Twitter and Instagram more often now too, so feel free to give some feedback.
Yeah, follow our social media and tell your friends to watch us.
Yes.
Also, we put our episodes on YouTube.
Right, YouTube. Josh edits episodes a little bit and he puts it up
so that we sound a little better
Thank
than
you.
our live recordings.
Sorry. All right, well, thanks for the entertainment. Hope you had fun. Yeah,
See you next time.
we'll see ya. Thanks.
Bye.